Hello, dear students. In the previous lesson, I discussed how our insecurities about being perceived as obese or overweight can negatively impact the pattern by which we breathe. Sucking in the stomach as a default throughout the day interferes with our ability to inhale and allow the abdomen to distend, and also limit the range of your exhalation because you're always trying to make the profile of your abdomen as minimal as possible. This is referred to as reverse breathing. Imagining the correct physiology of the breath is helpful in healing this incorrect pattern of breath. We start with the diaphragm. Because the sensation we experience on the inhalation is one of an ascension or upliftment, we assume that the diaphragm is moving upward on the inhalation, when in reality, the sensation that you're getting is a result of the ribs spreading, taking up more volume, and lifting the collarbones, giving a sense of a lift to the rib cage. This happens when the diaphragm descends. So remembering that your diaphragm is going down on the inhalation can be helpful in allowing you to release that contraction of sucking in your stomach all the time. Well, another technique that some teachers employ is what's referred to as belly breathing, or breathing into the belly. I think that this terminology confuses some people because they assume that the lungs extend further down into the abdomen and they imagine that they're filling their belly with air. I'm sure not everybody thinks this way, but I've noticed some students expressing that understanding to me. So belly breathing is great. Think about allowing the belly just to relax and distend like a child would, at least on the inhalation. And if you want to practice drawing the navel back on the exhalation to help with the exhale, that's great. But might be a little bit too much in the beginning until you get used to the feeling of the belly extending. Another aspect of your anatomy and physiology that's affected by reverse breathing is the fact that you're not filling up the lungs very much when you are stuck in the default of a reverse breath. So you have 3 lung lobes on your right rib cage, bottom, middle, and upper, and 2 lobes of the lung in your left rib cage, lower and upper. The average person rarely explores filling the top of their lung or the top lobes of their lungs for the reasons that I've been explaining over the number of videos that I've shared. But understanding that your lungs extend high up over the clavicle, so these are my collarbones here, lungs are on top, this is the apex of them. Understanding that will help in you drawing in more of an inhale than you normally would if you just think that your lungs are somewhere ending down here below your shoulders. So not engaging the top lobes is very similar to not engaging any part of your body. If I didn't use my legs and just sat around all day long in a wheelchair and used my arms to move the wheelchair, the arms will get very muscular, and the legs will become emaciated. Your lungs are probably, if you're not practicing yoga regularly or any form of breathing techniques, your lungs are probably not very developed on top. So exploring that part of the breath might not be comfortable for you. But the longer you do it, the more they heal and develop and begin to unfurl. Also, you doing that consistently will change the form and posture of your upper thoracic spine. So many people you see, their shoulders are rounded and they're collapsed and they can't sit up straight. That's because these ribs aren't stretching, because the lungs aren't filling all the way, and they won't be able to achieve a position where they're lifting their sternum and being able to extend their spine properly. I hope these visualizations are helpful to you, and I look forward to getting into more pranayama detail soon. God bless you.